Testing. Okay, we'll call our meeting to order. It's the September 18th, 2023 meeting of the Lake Dallas ISD Board of Trustees. We do have a quorum established. Mrs. McKinley is not here at the moment. Do you know if she's supposed to be here? Okay, maybe she could be stuck in traffic. So it was a little thick out there. So if you go ahead and join me now in a brief moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now if you'll please rise, Carla Landrum will lead us in our pledges of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you very much. Our next items are our student and staff recognitions, and the first one is Student Success LDE Purple Star Campus Designation. Ms. Blevins, welcome.
Good evening, Dr. Brown and Board of Trustees. It is my honor to announce that Lake Dallas Elementary is one of 150 campuses across the state recently awarded the Purple Star Campus designation from the Texas Education Agency. This designation recognizes campuses that show their support and commitment to meeting the unique needs of military-connected students and their families. Campuses that apply for this designation must meet criteria established by the TEA. Campuses must designate a campus-based military liaison, create and maintain an easily accessible web page that includes information for military-connected students and their families, and implement a campus transition program, and also offer at least one of the following initiatives: a resolution showing support for military-connected students and families, participate in Month of the Military Child or Military Family Month, or partner with a school liaison officer to encourage and provide opportunities for active duty military members. Some of the ways that we did that at Lake Dallas Elementary is we have our military-connected students have an opportunity to have a monthly lunch with our counselor, and so she has a newcomer lunch where she gathers everyone together that's new. She provides that support for our students. She hosts that, and then also all of our students receive a new kid brochure and a survival bag that provides them with some goodies and items to help them navigate those emotions as they're new to our campus. Additionally, our Veterans Day Parade last year was student-led. Our students made goodie bags and cards for our local community veterans. They also advertised the parade route, and invited our local veterans. And then as our local veterans drove by the school, our student leaders provided our veterans with tokens of appreciation. And then our campus in April, we did participate and celebrate the Month of the Military Child, and so we talked about that with our students on our announcements. We recognized our military students and the sacrifices that they make, and then our students had those conversations with each other. They developed some compassion and empathy in ways that made us really proud. And so Lake Dallas Elementary was one of only 13 campuses in Region 11 to receive this distinction for the 2023-24 school year. And LDE will hold the Purple Star Campus designation for the 23-24 school year and also the 24-25 school years. And we hope to continue to meet this need in future years. Thank you. Any questions?
Cool. Thank you very much. Is there any questions or comments? It's an awesome deal.
All right, thank you
really
very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for what you've done on that.
Thank you.
Okay, our next item is our faculty and staff engagement, the Teacher and Employee of the Month. Dr. Brown.
Yes, sir. You have a list in your agenda of all of the employees and staff members that were recognized this month at our monthly breakfast reception. And while we go into closed session, there will actually be a video playing that Ms. Valdez put together for us, honoring those employees and teachers. And then after tonight, she'll be posting that on social media, the video that she created as well. So.
Very nice. Any questions or comments? No? All right. Thank you. We'll move on to our next item, which is executive session. The open meeting of the open session of the meeting will adjourn. The Board of Trustees will reconvene in executive session pursuant to one or more of the sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. The Board of Trustees will reconvene in open session to take any final action, decision, or vote on a matter deliberated in executive session, and it is 5:35. Okay, it is 6:40 p.m. and we are back in open session. Our next item is public comment, to which we have no members of the public signed up. So we'll move on to our next item, which is the consent agenda. Those are those routine items that can be handled in one motion and vote. Do I have any questions or comments regarding the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion. Motion to approve by Mr. Tucker.
I'll second.
A second by Mr. Smith. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor of approval, please indicate. And that is 7 approving and 0 against. Our next item is our action items. The first and only one is our legislative priorities. Dr. Brown.
Thank you, sir. You have in your packets a recommendation for legislative priorities. This legislative list is in preparation for the special session that we anticipate will be called. We've heard anything from it being called in October to it being called through the month of March. The governor has said that he will call it. One of our concerns from the previous session that happened this past spring was that there was very little accomplished in terms of making progress in schools, especially in school funding. There was a lot of exchange for funding that helped taxpayers, which was phenomenal and great and definitely needed with the increase in property values. However, that was a supplant. So the state basically said, we're going to reduce your taxes, tax collections that are being paid by taxpayers, and then we're going to make up that money to you. So the state did do an overall increase, but the money that they used from their budget to increase was what school districts are going to be missing in terms of tax payments. And so there was not an overall increase to help with the increase in costs for running schools. So you have before you for consideration 5 legislative priorities. By adopting this, then the board, we will post this on our website, and then any work that we do during the special session will be around these legislative priorities that were adopted by the board. So the first one has to do with adequate funding and flexibility. Specifically to student safety. So as you know, the district did receive additional funds this year, 28 cents per student and an additional $15,000 per campus for a total of $76,120. And I think we've discussed it before, but that means that if we were to actually hire one police officer, we could pay $10.41 an hour. So it was not enough money to actually meet the needs. And so while we support the work of the state in providing additional safety and security measures for our students, we would ask that the state fund those adequately. The second is to protect taxpayer dollars by ensuring that the state only uses those taxpayer dollars for public schools, which means that tax dollars collected across the state in any way are utilized in public schools, and that would be an anti-voucher legislative priority is what that translates to. The third is looking at making investments in public schools. There's things, for example, like the transportation costs. The state is still reimbursing $1 a mile for transportation costs. It's been at least 15 years since they've increased that, and so we all know that the price of gas alone, forget oil and vehicles and all of that, has increased. And so asking the state to make significant investments so that we can address the increase in cost, as well as the increase in the cost to recruit and retain qualified teachers, which number 3 asks for the funding, and number 4 asks the state to focus on recruiting and retaining these qualified teachers. There's a lot of, you have flexibility in who you hire, but we would like for them to actually invest in producing qualified teachers for our students. And so we are blessed here in Lake Dallas to have amazing teachers on staff already. We just want the state to overall continue that work and to focus on the programs that are needed to produce those from the universities and alternative programs across the state. And then number 5 is true to the timing of it, modernizing the A through F system. As you saw in the announcement last week, not even the state can articulate what the actual progress measures are. They've delayed the results of the testing, and so asking the state to modernize the A through F rating system and to eliminate the focus on STAR tests exclusively and open it to more broad measures to capture how schools are actually producing quality students across the state of Texas. So you have in your packet a few more descriptive words, but this is a recommendation if the board is comfortable with that.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Do we have any questions? If not, I will entertain a motion on the legislative priorities. I have a motion to approve by Mr. Appleby. Do I have a second?
A second.
Second by Mrs. Collier. Thank you. Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor, please indicate. And that passes unanimous. Thank you. Our next item is our information items, the first of which is a strategic plan update. Dr. Brown.
Yes, sir. So our strategic plan update for this month is under parent and family support. And so you have attached a series of things that we're doing within the district to provide better opportunities for parents and family and community support. So first, that one's going up. There we go. So first, we are introducing POSIT parent feedback, and actually tomorrow is the day that we are launching. So tomorrow, parents across the district will receive a text message asking for feedback about their child's campus. There was some information that went out to parents today to ask them to look for that text message tomorrow. We'll be able to look at that information by campus and help our campuses understand the needs of our parents, and also to gauge satisfaction with the overall program at each campus. So that launches tomorrow. Teacher advisory and student advisory committees to gather feedback from our two groups, teachers and students, as to what they would like to see improvements across the district. That should be launched for people to sign up through their campus administrators by the end of this week. Mr. Modica is working with our DEIC committee. Two big things. One is in the area of professional development and working with DEIC, having them give us feedback and also gauging where we are with professional development that occurs across the district, as well as coming to the board and making recommendations. So one of the most common ones, if you will, is the DEIC committee is charged with developing the campus calendars. And so Mr. Modica and I have gone through that process, and the DEIC committee will be developing 3 and recommending them to the district. They'll be voting across the district, opening it up to parents and community members to have votes as well, so that we're opening up as many opportunities as possible for feedback. And then the last thing that we'll be introducing is Falcon Coffee Time, where myself as well as our cabinet members will be going out to campuses, inviting parents and community members to come in and have coffee with us and visit about some of the things that they see, and just have an opportunity for open communication. On the right-hand side, you see a list there of some things that are going through our communications department. All of our communications have been developed for the year and are in a communications hub. So every campus has access to all of the important dates, and Ashley has already gone through and created screens for them to put their pictures in and post, and make sure that we highlight all of our employees in different ways throughout the year. And then you've seen some of these things already initiated if you follow us on social media, but Falcons in Flight, which is focusing on programs and the things that kids are doing with them. We have some special student spotlights that are coming up, Falcon Facts, just facts and information about the district overall. She's currently working on putting together a campaign around Why Lake Dallas, YLD, and having testimonials from parent staff as to why they choose to be here, why they choose to send their students here. And then Falcon Flashback, every Monday she does a Falcon Flashback for the previous week and announces everything that happened and how the kids did. So each of the teams may have had a competition or a game, just highlighting what happened the week before so everybody is aware. We have some engagement opportunities. So this fall, we did Meet the Falcons. We had our homecoming parade and community pep rally, which was great. Upcoming in December, we'll be hosting a parent and community symposium, which is a mini conference, if you will, with breakout sessions that parents and community members can come in and participate and choose sessions of interest to them. There's some academic, some social, emotional, some parent information on, things like GPA and grading and how to help your child at home with their homework and those types of things. So we'll be launching that in December. Spring of 2024, the two things our C&I department will be working on is Adulting Day at the high school. So we will identify a day. We'll work with the high school to choose a day. And we're going to go through all of the things that kids don't learn in school that they need to be adults. So how to change a tire, how to, yes, we're very
That
excited.
sounds hard.
Adulting?
Can I come? Because I don't know how to change a tire yet.
Current adults are not eligible
Oh.
to attend, yes.
Okay,
good. Is we won't,
Adulting is overrated.
yeah, adulting is definitely overrated. And so there'll be some sessions for them, and we'll ask some of our community members to come and help them. So things that, if you think about things that school doesn't teach you, so do you know how to call a tow truck? Do you know how to get insurance? Do you know how to buy a car? Do you know how to finance a car? All of those things that are not necessarily part of the curriculum. So that'll be for our juniors and seniors. And the other thing that we're planning for the end of the year is an end-of-year student showcase, where it's one large exhibit where all of our students can showcase the amazing things they've done throughout the year. And it'll be one central location so that all of our parents at all of the campuses can go through and not just see what their child has done, but see what all of the kids can do. So those are the two big events that we're planning for the spring. And then Falcon Insider, which as of a little while ago, we were up to 16 participants, so we're very excited about that. And so we're still accepting applications through this Friday, and that is the once-a-month meeting where they get an inside look at what's going on at our campuses and in all of our departments. And so that launches at the beginning of October, goes through March, and then they're invited, I believe it's at the April board meeting, to come in and be recognized by the board for completing the program. And then you have a list there of things that are a continuation from 22-23, our newsletters. The Community Leadership Breakfast will be done in October. And then participating in the Chamber of Commerce meetings, and then the DACU Teacher of the Month. And then our booster clubs are still all in place from last year, 22-23.
That it? All right. Got any questions, comments? Mr. Smith?
Real quick, just, we were talking about homecoming. Want to publicly thank all the teachers and the students that planned the parade and all those events and all the hard work they did. They did a phenomenal job.
Any other questions or comments? Nope. All right. Our next information item is our upcoming meetings and events. Dr. Brown.
Yes, sir. You have attached a list from September 18th through October 9th of various activities at all of the campuses. We can review if you have any questions on those.
All right. Thank you. And our next items are future/discussion items, the first of which is district and campus improvement plans.
Yes, sir. So we had originally thought we would be bringing those to you all tonight for review. We wanted to hold off because we were anticipating that by the end of this month we would have information from the state regarding the final outcomes. So that is not going to happen. So we're going to use the raw data that we have available, the overall information, to put together those improvement plans. And we know that those are living documents and we can adjust if needed. But we will be bringing those to you next month, as well as the strategic plan update under student success, which will tie into the accountability. And that will be what we know at the time. No promises, depending on TEA.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you for knocking out that second one for me so I don't have to go through it, right? No, you're good. You're good. We're not voting. It's okay. All right. That concludes the future discussion items. We have no executive session planned for tonight, for second. And so that concludes our business. It is.
Hold on. I have a question. Was there going to be a resolution this month or next month about the Denton County Appraisal District?
It's on the agenda for next month. It's due October the 16th. Yes.
Okay. If there's no further business, we are adjourned. It is 6:54.